Hello everyone, welcome back guys again in my Android Softech tutorials. And in our previous tutorials we have learned how to add a fragment into direct, how to add fragment direct into main activity by using the fragment tag. So in this tutorial I am going to teach you how to add fragment in activity at a runtime. So let's start now. So start a new Android Studio project, click here. Give the application name like add fragment to runtime, and click on next, and select the platform and click on next, and select the empty activity and click on next and click on finish. Okay guys, so let's start our coding now. So first of all we need to create a linear layout. I mean we need to create a container for setting the our fragments in this. So let me take a linear layout. First of all I will delete this, and here we will create a linear. And get the this should be mesh parent, and height should be according to your fragment. Okay, and height we will take according our fragment. So like the 400 dp is I think it is enough, guys. And we need to provide their ID. Let me take some tab here and about this layout. I mean this and linear layout and ID. I will give the name for this fragment. I will give the name now it's ID, and here it is showing this is error because we did not provide any orientation. So let's provide the orientation for this, and right orientation I will orientation below to take vertical. Guys, now it is fine. Guys, and after this now we will move on the fragment. So now we will create the fragment. So let's create the fragment. Right click on the app icon. Let me check here our layout. Okay, guys, this is our layout. You are watching that. It is. And one more thing I forget to take here. I will take a button for move on to next fragment, and I will give the name for it next fragment. And we can add the method, but I will add this. We can add the on click method, but I will add this later. So now add the fragment. So right click on the app icon and click on the fragment and click on the blank fragment, and give the name for this like first fragment. And we don't need this, so uncheck this, and first fragment, first layout, guys, and click on finish. Okay guys, similar this we will add about to another fragments. So let's add fast now, new, and fragment, blank fragment, and like second fragment. So I will give the name second fragment. Change the layout file name like fragment second layout. Uncheck this, finish. Similar for third. So app and new, and fragment, blank fragment, third fragment, fragment third layout, uncheck this box, finish. Okay guys, and now we will add our fragment into this our layout which we have created in our main activity .xml. Let me show you. It is this here. So in this linear layout we will add our fragment in this layout. So for that we need to, first of all, we need to create the fragment manager. So sorry, we need to go into main activity.java class. So go to main activity. So for adding the fragment in our layout, so first of all we need to create the object of, we need to create the instance of fragment manager. So let's do it now. So first of all we will create our instance of our first fragment. So create that. So first fragment, to share first fragment, and the object of this first fragment is equal to new first fragment. Guys, and after that now we need to call the method fragment manager, get support fragment manager. So by using the object of fragment manager. So let's initialize now. So fragment manager, it is here, and write support before app, and fragment manager, and make the object of this fragment manager and equal, and call the method get fragment manager, support fragment manager. And after that, and now we need to initialize one more method. It is fragment transaction. So let's fragment transaction, it is here, fragment transaction, and make the object of fragment transaction, and call, and by using the object of fragment manager, call the dot begin transaction method. So fragment transaction is equal to fragment manager begin transaction. Guys, and after this, now we will add our first layout, first fragment. So for that, fragment transaction dot add fragment, and here we will pass our layout, our linear layout ID name, and our first fragment object. So pass here dot id dot fragment container, and then we will pass our first fragment object. It is here. We are watching this. We will pass this first fragment. Okay, guys, and after this we need to commit. So let's commit now. We have to call the commit method, otherwise it will not work. So fragment dot commit. Okay guys, now our first fragment have added successfully, and now we want to change our other fragments, like second fragment and third fragment. So for that we need to create a button, and in this button, and in buttons, and by button we will change our fragment. So let's create the method for button. So for fragment, call the view so in this we will same process for that. So let me do now. So now we have to create the instance of our second fragment. So create the instance of second fragment. Where is second fragment? The bit of second fragment is equal to new second fragment. guys, and now we have to call the fragment manager for replacing the fragment. So we can copy from this here. So let me copy from this here. Fragment manager, copy paste here. Okay guys, fragment manager, and now we need one more method. We need to call. Okay guys, sorry. Okay guys, and now we need to do one more method. It is fragment transaction. So copy this fragment transaction from here. Paste here. Right, and after this, for changing the two fragments in each other, I will now be able to create another variable for. So let me create now. So I will take it here. I will take it boolean variable. So let's take now boolean fr1. It is our initialize in false. Okay guys, and now we will create the if statement. So if not fr1, then we will pass our condition. Okay, and then we will call the fragment transaction. So fragment transaction dot now we will replace this fragment into second fragment. So call the method replace, where it is here, and in this we need to pass our id. So id dot fragment container, and it is our layout id which we have created in our activity main.xml file. So after that, now we need to pass our second fragment object. So it is second fragment. Okay guys, now it will replace our first fragment into second fragment. Okay guys, and now we need to commit, and now call the method commit. So fragment transaction dot commit. Now it will work. Okay guys, and after that we need to pass our fragment fr1 status. So fr1 is equal to true. Guys, and now in our else part I will use the third fragment. So let me do here else. And in this we first need to get the fragment instance. So fragment 3. So what is the fragment 3 name? Third fragment. It is third fragment. Third fragment, update of third fragment is equal to new third fragment. Okay guys, and same this, and now we need to here fragment transaction. So fragment transaction dot replace. Sorry, I forgot to make the object. Dot replace. Something is wrong here. Fragment transaction. Third fragment. New third fragment. Fragment transaction. It is our which we need to create the fragment transaction to the fragment transaction. Dot replace. Sorry, here we don't need to we don't need again this, because we are into this method, and here we have already taken that fragment transaction. It is here. So here we will just use the fragment transaction object. So fragment transaction dot replace, and pass the id here. r.id dot fragment container and the path the third fragment. So third fragment object, so the third fragment, and then we need to commit. So fragment transition dot commit. Okay guys, now our coding is finished. Sorry, there are our condition like this fr1 into false. Okay guys, now our coding is completed. So before going to run this app, I will add one more thing here, because there is no default back option in our fragment. So I will add this by manually. So let me add this. So first of all, I will add this into our first fragment which we have added here. So before commit, I will add, so fragment transition dot add to back stack and pass into null. I will copy from here and the same into fr1 before commit, and the same like this into fragment 3. Again, our coding is completed. So first let me check here, let me check in our layout file this everything is fine or not. So first of all, I will go into first fragment layout. So here you are watching that it is little bit looking small. Hello blank fragment. I will change this myself. So I will take a text view. So I will change this into linear layout. I will not use the frame layout. And then I will take a text view here. Okay, everything is fine. Text view, and here in this text view, and write ID. We don't need ID. Just use text. So it is our first fragment. So fragment first, and then use the width and height. Let me paste here because it is our save. It will save our time. So I paste here. First text, let me show here. You're watching that. It is not showing because it is a rendering problem, because it will add into runtime. So it is our first, and now we will add our for second layout, second fragment layout. So go to second fragment layout, second layout, and here I will also replace. I will change this into linear layout. And will I also change that. So I will paste here. I paste here. Okay, this is our second text view for the second fragment layout, and now we will for third. Simply third, and change. What is this happening? Everything is okay, Vash. So now we need to go in our third fragment layout for showing the text of our third fragment. Remove this, change into linear layout. take a text here, take a text view here for representing the layout, representing the fragment into third fragment. Okay guys, now it is fine. I did not take color, so I will take the color for the first fragment first layout. We'll use the color for that. I will use the color for this. Right, background. Background it is not showing. Something is wrong here. Our linear layout spelling is mistake or wrong spelling, so change this. Now it is okay, and now the Android background tag attribute will be so. Now it is come. So I will use the color for this first fragment ancient. Okay, and for second fragment, here I will use the Android background. What I will use here, F1. Greenish, okay, and for third fragment I will use Android background. I will use the color primary. Okay guys, and now our coding is completed. So before going to run this app, we need to back in our main activity.java class, because we did not add our method into button. So copy this and go to main activity.xml file and get the Android on tick, paste here. Okay, now our code is completed. Now we can test our app. So let's test now. Okay guys, so now I am going to test this app. So right click on this icon, run icon, and let's wait a few moments. Okay guys, now our application have launched in our emulator. So now we can test it. So you are watching that the first fragment have already loaded in our default fragment. So now we are going to replace this fragment into our next fragment. So let's click on the next fragment button. So click on here. Now it is replaced with our next fragment. Okay, and now one more we will replace this with our next fragment, like third fragment. So click one more time here. Now this is our third fragment. Okay guys, now you are got it what I mean and what I want to try to make you understand. Guys, now it is working fine. You are watching. Okay guys, so thank you guys for watching my tutorial, and in my next video I will teach you how to communicate with fragment by activity. So we will learn how to communicate with one fragment to another fragment by using the activity. So that I will teach you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching my tutorials. Please like and subscribe my channel for getting the more videos. Thank you.